Out of 4, Kevin Lacy will start on the front row inside, as per normal, being the lead car on the pole position. Ricky Bledsaw, front row outside, and we're going green flag action. Kevin Lacy with a nice run going into 1 and 2, leads Bledsaw. Bledsaw getting a little bit of contact, and we got one stopped in 1 and 2, and he's going to refire it up for us. Thank you, Charles Curley. Lap number 1 will go to the number 14 of Kevin Lacy. And Ricky Bledsaw quickly getting challenged by the 6W of Chris Wilson. Wilson to the inside of Bledsaw. He's going to slide it up to him out of 2 down the back straightaway. Bledsaw falling back into 3rd. The 6W of Chris Wilson, and Bledsaw staying right there, letting him know, hey, I'm still right here. Let's get this going. Bledsaw staying right there. Bledsaw got a little loose there, and 1 and 2 fell back of track position. Lost the 6W of Chris Wilson a little bit. He's going to have to try to close the gap on him once again. The race leader, Kevin Lacy, nothing but dominance here with a 1.5 second lead advantage over the 6W of Chris Wilson, who sits in 3rd, Ricky Bledsaw, and the 4U2 of Jason Davis. And then the 22K of Kevin Wasserman, your current top 5 for heat race number 1 of the factory stocks. Kevin Lacy seeing lap traffic with 4 complete now, coming up to lap number 5. Lap traffic right there in front. That's the 89 of Dustin King. He sees in his sights. And the 14 Kevin Lacy going to go to the outside, put him a lap down, puts a lap car in between him and the 6W of Chris Wilson. Wilson now going to try to have to get around the lap traffic car of Dustin King. Wilson getting held up from him a little bit on the front stretch, and he got around him going into 1 and 2 with 2 laps remaining, 2 to go, and Wilson gets a little sideways at the bottom of 2. Here comes Ricky Bledsaw now, going to blow the doors by. Ricky Bledsaw now in the 2nd spot. White flag one more time around for the number 14 of Kevin Lacy. The 2nd place still up for grabs. Is it going to be Ricky Bledsaw or Chris Wilson? Lap car holding him off. They go 3 wide in 1 and 2. Oh my, Bledsaw thread the needle on the inside. Kevin Lacy wins it, 2nd place, and it's going to go to the 20 RB of Ricky Bledsaw. That was a finish. That was good stuff. The 6W of Chris Wilson, and then Jason Davis, Kevin Wasserman, Charles Curley, and Dustin King routing him out at the tail. Not too many times I can say I enjoyed a factory stock race, and I can say that was one of them. And we're going to go green this time. Dalton will start them off. Going down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Dalton Happick, Timothy Mullins, Jim Keene, and the 44X of Jeremiah Golden. A little loose there out of 2. Regroups it. And Dwayne, double D, Dwayne Davis almost had a good run. He's going to go side by side with Derek Arnett for the 3rd spot. Davis on the outside. He's still holding off. Arnett on the bottom, gets away. And now for the race lead, the J4, Jim Keene running the bottom, trying to get around the 11H of Dalton. Dalton gets away. Davis and Arnett still battling wheel to wheel, going into 1 and 2. Davis now on the bottom, Arnett up top. Davis throws the slide on Arnett. Arnett with the crossover. Out of 2, they're side by side down the back straightaway. Derek Arnett staying on the bottom. Double D up top. He's going to try to squeeze his way around on the top side. Doesn't quite stick. And now the 34 of Aaron Kuehn's in the mix. He's looking to go to the inside of Derek Arnett. and Dwayne Davis, and now he's side by side with Davis. Davis gets around down the back straightaway, holds his own. Dalton getting stalled up, and now Double D to the inside, 3 wide, momentarily out of 4, down the front straightaway. Double D holding his own on the bottom. Jim Kuehn looking to go to the inside for the lead. D gets loose in 1 and 2, falls back to the 5th spot as the 34 of Aaron Kuehn got around him. Davis looking to go back to the inside. Kuehn looking to go to the inside of Derek Arnett, 3 wide momentarily. Aaron Kuehn got around him. He's now into the 3rd spot. Davis trying to get back up underneath him. Davis got loose. They're out of 2 down the back straightaway. Jim Kuehn now to the race lead. Kuehn got around. Dalton for the lead. Now here comes Aaron Kuehn side by side for 2nd. Aaron going to try to hold his own on the bottom for 2nd to get around Dalton. Out of 2 down the back straightaway. Dalton with a half a car lengths. Aaron still looking to go to the inside. Davis is right there. He's looking to go to the outside. White flag one more time around for race leader Jim Kuehn. It's all anybody's game for 2nd. Dalton, Aaron, or Dwayne down the back straightaway. Trouble in turn 2. He comes to a stop, and we're staying green. Checkered flag will come out for the J4 of Jim Kuehn, 2nd place. Dalton Happick, Double D, Dwayne Davis, Aaron Kuehn, Derek Arnett, and then the 44X of Jeremiah Golden and Timothy Mullins rounding him out at the tail. And with that, I will conclude factory stocks. And here we go, lights off, out of turn 4. Jim Kuehn leads him, and we're green, but it's Kevin Lacy with a great start. Leads the field of madness going into 1 and 2. Everybody trying to find their way up through the back straightaway, seeing who goes where. Lap number 1 will go to the number 14 of Kevin Lacy. Jim Kuehn 2nd, Ricky Bledsaw. Bledsaw looking to go to the inside for 2nd of Kuehn. Bledsaw right on the door. He's going to slide his way up to 2nd. Now here comes the 6W of Chris Wilson to the inside of Kuehn. Kuehn going to try to get back up underneath Wilson. Wilson takes the line away, puts him out of his way. And now the 6W of Chris Wilson going to try and race 2nd placeman Ricky Bledsaw. No, Bledsaw went really sideways there, kept her going. And that gave the nice advantage to the 6W of Chris Wilson. Wilson right there, all on the back bumpers, ready for the mistake of Bledsaw. And right behind him, they're going side by side, 3 wide. Jim Kuehn, the 4U2 of Jason Davis and Aaron. Double D Davis getting her underneath. Dalton Happick, he gets around him now. Ricky Bledsaw. Kevin Lacy, race leader, a whole straightaway lead as he has just put a 2nd car under a lap. That is the 2nd car your race leader, the 14 of Kevin Lacy, has put down. And now side by side for 2nd, Ricky Bledsaw and Chris Wilson. Bledsaw on the top, Wilson on the bottom. Wilson slides it to him out of 2. Down the back straightaway, Wilson now up to 2nd, and he's going away from Ricky Bledsaw. Chris Wilson driving away now from Ricky Bledsaw for the 2nd spot. And man, Davis and the J4 of Jim Kuehn really got together there on the front stretch near the flag stand. That was a good call right there. Davis on the outside, the J4 of Jim Kuehn looking to go to the inside, challenging for the 5th spot. Race leader Kevin Lacy still picking them off one by one, putting them a lap down with a nice lead. Chris Wilson getting caught up behind a lap car. A 6-second gap margin between your second place driver of Chris Wilson and the leader of Kevin Lacy. Chris Wilson got around the lap car. Kevin Lacy getting a nice clean lead yet again. We'll see what kind of advantage he has this time around. It's getting smaller, 5-second advantage now only for Kevin Lacy. Chris Wilson closing the gap ever so slightly compared to last time. Halfway, 10 complete, 10 remaining for Kevin Lacy. And now the 4U2 looking to go to the inside of Ricky Bledsaw for the third spot. They're side by side going into turn 1. 4U2 of Jason Davis gets around underneath him out of 2 down the back straightaway. Jason Davis now up to third. Bledsaw back to the inside, and he tags him hard in 3 and 4, but he was the one to fall victim there. As Jason Davis got away from Bledsaw, running nice in third. Once again, race leader Kevin Lacy, a half-track lead over the 6W of Chris Wilson, who sits in second, which is coming out to 7-second gap margin. Kevin Lacy absolutely showing pure domination here. A pure half-track lead. He has already lapped his way up to the 8th spot, the number 14 of Kevin Lacy. Absolutely a man on the mission to lap the field, and he very well may have the time to do it. He's now going underneath the J4 of Jim Kuehn. He's now lapped up his way up to 7th. The 14 of Kevin Lacy putting it on here in the factory stocks. Now this is a race right here for the Fighting Fenders. Now a lap lead margin of 8 seconds between Kevin Lacy and Chris Wilson. 5 laps, 5 more to go for Kevin Lacy. Kevin Lacy, 5 more laps remaining for the factory stock A feature. And the gap continues to grow, and now a 9-second lead. Kevin Lacy putting it all out there. Ricky Bledsaw still trying to get back up to Jason Davis for the 3rd spot. Not enough time there to make it work as Jason Davis smooth lines. Bledsaw looking to go to the inside, but didn't work. And your leader, Kevin Lacy, had contact with the lap car there going to turn 1. But there's such a huge gap lead margin that it still just didn't phase him whatsoever. It's still a 9-second lead. Looks like trouble for Double D, Dwayne Davis. He's going off the pace quite a bit down the front straightaway. 2 laps remaining for Kevin Lacy. Down the back straightaway, putting some more cars, the laps down. And whoa, he tags it with Double D, Dwayne Davis. But he had such a huge lead, it didn't phase him whatsoever. White flag one more time around for your leader. Kevin Lacy trying to go 3 wide with lap traffic down the back straightaway. Splits them through the middle and into 3 out of turn number 4. A fun factory stock race that was. Kevin Lacy, your winner. And Chris Wilson second. Ricky Bledsaw, Aaron Kuehn, Jason Davis, Jim Kuehn, Dalton Happick, Dwayne Davis, Kevin Wasserman, and Jeremiah Golden, your top 10. What a great factory stock finish, man. How about that? Kevin Lacy, when he comes around, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. The number 14, Kevin Lacy.